We live? Peace, family, peace to you and yours. Peace, family, peace to you and yours. Peace, family, peace to you and yours. We are live. W's in the mother. Let me get some W's in the chat. This is the Melanin Monday IRL. This is the warm up right now, family. I'm just coming from tapping in with Mama Oya over there at the beach in Coney Island, Brighton Beach and whatnot. You know, just washing away a lot of the energy and whatnot, renewal. You know what I'm talking about? Getting ready for tonight. So we are at the amusement park, and now we're going to be headed towards Nicholas Bookstore in Brooklyn. We're not going to take you on the whole entire trip, but we're definitely letting you know if you are in New York City. If you get off of work at 10 o'clock, it don't matter, come through. 9 o'clock, come through. 8 o'clock, come through. 7 o'clock, come through. 6 o'clock, come through. 5. If you got to be at work at 5 o'clock, still come through. 4 o'clock, don't mean nothing, come through. Family is in the building. Me and Blue Pillar and guests. You know what I mean? We might even have a special broadcast from our good brother Bitcoin Bully, where he'll be doing Pay Us in Crypto, the epilogue. Make sure y'all don't miss that. You know what I mean? That's going to be today, Melanin Monday IRL. We will be broadcasting live from Nicholas. I think we'll be going on live around 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? It should be coming through the YouTube, the Yap It, the Twitch, everywhere that we're streaming at. YouTube, Yap It, and on Twitch. So make sure y'all are tapped in. Let's go for a walk. Let's look at Brooklyn. Let's see a side of BK that y'all might not be familiar with. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend, even though if you're not in New York. Check the drip out though. Let me get a drip check real quick. Let me get a drip check. Nah, but for real, we got some real big announcements to make. We got some real big announcements to make. InvestFest is coming up next Friday, I believe. I know Thursday it begins. Movie. Even my guy, Cisco will say that. Movie. I'm talking about and Ebert. Movie. So make sure y'all pull up to that. That's going to be crazy. If you won't be at the InvestFest, we're doing events built around the InvestFest called the InvestFest Strong End. We'll make the announcements tonight. Make sure you pull up for that. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you pull up to, we got a juke joint. We're going to have workshops, you know what I mean, taking place during the InvestFest weekend. Or, and we also going to have a little, you know, we might have a little dating show, but keep that on the low. You know what I'm talking about? What the helly? You know what I mean? What the helly? But the biggest experience will be tapping in to our live stream from inside of the InvestFest over the course of 3 days. We will not be on YouTube. We'll show commercials there, but we'll mostly be on Twitch and Yap It, live streaming, bringing you into the world that we've created, WTH. Instead of what the helly, WTH will be wealth, technology, and health. And then we have Hawks, health, AI, wealth, knowledge of self, right? It's going to be an experience unlike anything that you've ever seen, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, let me tell ya, me and the team at Yap It, we got something real big planned for you at the InvestFest. All I know is you're going to hear about us. That's all I can promise you. I can't promise you much, but I can definitely promise that you're going to hear about what we was up in that bitch doing. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, that's about it. You know what I mean? New York has been treating me great. New York is beautiful. Shout out to New York. I went to a block party. I went live. I hope y'all saw that shit. That was not a movie set. That was not Hollywood. That was real life, and I'm here to say there's nowhere on the earth that you will see that. You niggas, you could go to Ibiza, Dubai, you go to Dirty December, you could go to Nigeria, you could go to Ibrahim Traore's house, nigga. You ain't never gonna see that. That's that foot traffic I be talking to y'all about. That's why they call it the planet of Brooklyn. Yeah. I need y'all to rate the fit. I know I'm saying, don't judge me. I'm a grown ass man, but rate the fit though. You see the hat? Shout out to my guy Mac. He the supplier. He's the Pluggington. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all need yourselves a fitness coach, y'all saw the block party was fire, right? You saw that. Legendary. So the spirit, let me show you how the spirit works, right? We tapping in with the spirit. We talking about how the spirit is out here working strong in New York. Spirit is everywhere out here. G Young, right? AKA Lucky. A block away from the block party, we were in a park, a historic park called 8 Ball. Anybody that's in basketball, I don't care if you ball in Alaska, you know about the 8 Ball in Brooklyn. If you ever seen a documentary, Soul in a Hole, that's the 8 Ball. So they had a special game for G Young, who the announcer was saying was the best point guard in all of Brooklyn. That's what he said. The next block, to this day, the next block was the block party. But the block party was G Young's party, because that's the type of partying that G Young was known for. If you were to ask him how would you want it to look the day that they celebrated your life, he would say, give me a block party and give me a game with all of the ball players. They had ball players coming out of retirement just to play. I got it all on film. They had the stoop set where you could get with this, Black Sheep, Dre, right? And come to find out, I knew the promoters. We got that on film. That's Carlito and them, Carlos and them, and the Block Association, Steve and all of them. I seen everybody, Gav, Pretty Boy. It was lit. It was a movie. If I didn't live in New York and I walked through that, I would. By the time I got to the end of the block party, I'd be on the phone with the real estate agent. Yeah, hello. Raymore. Yeah, sell the house. I'm moving to Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn is lit. Whatever this experiment is, they got this shit kind of turned. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you. For the people that's able to survive out here and pay y'all bills, y'all legends. And not do OnlyFans, y'all legends. I don't know how y'all do it. But let's walk though. Let's walk. We going on a little tour. This is KTL IRL. W's in the chat. Let's go. But the nature, the spirit aspect, man, I feel the spirit of my loved one, my heart, you know what I mean? My day one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finally around people who understand what I'm going through and the level of loss that I might be going through. And they could understand my grievances, because to be honest with you, because I'm not in that world anymore, my dude was from the underworld. He was from that dark side of life. You know? He was from the he was Osiris, the green man in the underworld. That was G Young, that was Young. He was as close that I've ever got to the crack world or crack dealing or a crack dealer probably in my life, next to A. Rashid when he was Ching Bing. Shout out to the God.
Fat God a lot.
Fat God. But Young took it to a whole nother level. I'm talking Lambos, Range Rover. He was one of the first persons that showed me construction on a mansion. You know what I mean? From the ground up. That's what he was doing. And it wasn't off of selling crack, of course, but he lived many different lives. He has 3 acts to his life. You know what I mean? He got 3 acts to his life. To be honest with you, one of his acts is he was the best ball player in Brooklyn at one point. I don't know him at that point in life. I have no idea who he was back then because I'm not a ball player. You know what I'm talking about? I play with balls, pause, and not the ones between my legs either. The ones that are between the sheets. That's my ball. You know what I'm talking about? That's my ball. But yeah, you know, I'm not into the sports like that. But he was a sports star. We went to the same school and whatnot, and he was more popular than me than when we was in school because he was a ball. He was a basketball. He was like an NBA prospect. So, make a long story short, because I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna talk y'all to death about Young because, like I say, it's one thing if it's somebody that the community knows. Y'all don't know the brother, you know what I mean? Y'all will know him when we do his documentary, but right now you only know, you know me. So if you know me, you know him. You know, that's how I'm giving it up. Yes, yes. What up? What up? Yeah. No doubt. So if you know me, then you know him. You know what I'm saying? Because he plays a very intricate role in my development. 95 to the year 2000. That's the clip right there. That's the 5 years of, you know, development, young adult development. Crossroads. That's my crossroads. That's live or die. You know what I mean? That's do or die type shit. You know? So to see people, yo, this retrograde is crazy. I'm seeing people that I ain't never seen in mad long. This retrograde is bananas, but it's therapeutic, it's healing. It helps you to see how far you've come. It's a point of reference. It's a way to plug back in. I promise you, coming to New York this time has been medicine for me. Look at the butterfly flying. Coming to New York and seeing people from my past has been the greatest fucking medicine that I've ever gotten in a very long time, bro. I shit you not. I shit you not. Y'all need to check in with the people that know you the best. And it's not these niggas on the internet either. No disrespect, but they don't know you the best. They can't measure your growth. They don't know where you came from. They probably don't really have the best interest for you because they're like in competition or they have like parasocial relationship. The people that see you bust down a chicken wing and it was 4 y'all on it. The people that seen you sharing pants with your older brother. The people that seen you when you had wingworms, nigga. The people that seen you at your lowest and know your mama. Yeah, check in on them. Check in on them because they the ones that's gonna really tell you what you need to hear. I heard so much over the course of the past few days because I'm tapping in. And everybody's a watcher. Everybody, you know, if they haven't been watching niggas from the sidelines, they know somebody that's watching. You know what I mean? But it's just great to see people who know you, know where you come from, know you. They know things about you. They remember shit about you that you forgot. You know? But there's a lot of lessons to be learned. I'm not going to make it minuscule and break it down to just that. I'm learning so many lessons in life in this retrograde. This has been one of the greatest teachers of my leading up to my 50th and whatnot. This is a big lesson. It's a big lesson, you know. Even
Yes.
when it.
Yes, we are at Nicholas today.
We are at Nicholas. We're on the way to Nicholas right now. Blue Pillar's there. Monique is there. The vendors are setting up. The doors open up at 6. We're going to start broadcasting live around 8. And we're going to be lit all night. We got Chicago Crypto Bully as a special guest. We're going to be via satellite with Bully right now. We outside. Just coming from the beach. 15 minutes. You know what I mean? 15 minutes. So we on our way there. But yeah. Shout out to New York. Shout out to the ATL. Shout out to everybody that's going to be in the ATL next Friday, Invest Fest. We're going to be out there doing it real big. I look forward to seeing y'all. We're going to have the books. We got the book out, Pay Us in Crypto. We got the single out, Pay Us in Crypto. We got the merch out, Pay Us in Crypto. We got the master classes, 8 hours. The replays available,
Damn.
Pay Us in Crypto. Feel me? So when we get to the Invest Fest, we're gonna have the Invest Fest special edition of Pay Us in Crypto, which is an extra 100 pages. It's already 150. Pay Us in Crypto. So we working with the merch is crazy though. It's being made right here. We're gonna have it at the Invest Fest. Pay Us in Crypto merch go crazy. We got it for the shorties. Diamonds is dancing, and Pay Us in Crypto. We got it in pink. We got it in red. We got it in black. This is what G Young would want. He would have told me keep going. So me and him made a deal when we were younger. We made an oath, all three of us, me, him, and Berger. And the deal and the oath was, if one of us were to go before the other one, then we have to tell the story of the one who's gone. Do not allow our names to be forgotten. Simply tell your story. That's something that I'm gonna leave y'all with. This is one of the biggest gems I could leave you with as Big Unk. You know what I'm talking about? As Schoolie Red and whatnot. Make a pact with your day ones, because we made this in 95. We made this when we were sharing egg rolls and whatnot. We made this before each one of us jumped off the porch. Have somebody or somebodies that you could trust that's gonna make sure that if you don't tell your story, they will tell your story and won't allow anybody else. That is the most important thing. You don't allow no one else to tell your story unless they are someone that's validated, stamped, and approved by you, because that's the most important, quote unquote, record is when you're gone, not when you're here. You could control the narrative. It's when you're gone. They could write you out of existence. They could write you out of history. They could take credit for all your works. They could, quote unquote, destiny swap with you. Have your story before you go. Talk to a camera, talk to a phone, put it in a safe. Get you a lady and whatnot, especially if you out there taking penitentiary chances and you flirting with death. Have a woman who loves you, who is going to protect your most valuable asset, and that's your motherfucking belongings and your heirlooms and everything that you leave behind that's gonna last longer than you when you go. That's what's gonna feed your progeny. Because everything else, the vultures is gonna pick at it. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up because we got work to do. All right? We're gonna see y'all at Nicholas. All right? We're gonna see y'all at Nicholas, Brooklyn. We there all night. Shout out to Blue Pillar, Mama Pill, KT the Arch Degree. Big announcements coming, y'all. Big announcements. KT gonna be at Invest Fest with me. Blue Pill gonna be there as well. We got the Invest Fest strong in. Look out for the big announcements. Boom.